Drums like tickets, now they fans. Call a blitz, they don't see you, they gon' tackle your little man. Get 'em. Let's get activated, let's get activated.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. That'll be complete to Cook.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From just shy of midfield, Watson.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. So this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw is Watson.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st down, Watson.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the jet sweep, there goes Collins.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Mack.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On first down, it's Watson. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw again on second down. Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off the play fake. Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. That ball caught by Slayton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet Just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Shedding the tackle. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Richardson. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Richardson's pass complete to Curtis Samuel. An 8-yard pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Texas nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Off of play action, it's Watson. Out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson.
This to the outside for Mack.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and 2, Watson. Forced out to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Fourth down, off goes Watson. On comes Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Chase Young
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Watson.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on. You better bring.
Watson now to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
From his goal line here, Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Watson. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Still churning. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And brought in by the tight end, Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
No. First things.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jet sweep now. Here's Collins. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. than sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Flush to his right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Play action. Richardson.
And he finds McLaurin.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Richardson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10.
Here's Watson. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, it's Watson. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Watson. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Watson looks to throw again. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Watson on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Gibson again. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air yet again, Watson.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson.
This one left side caught by Collins.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Once more, Gibson.
Breaks through the contact. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. That'll be complete to Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another Texas first down.
Watson now to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson off play action. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson.
This to the outside for Mack.
Texans.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. One last throw here for Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.